welcome back to the farm. We're here today. This video isn't actually about the 1594, but I did want to do a quick mention about what's going on with this tractor. We are putting it to work this year. I just got it in the shop right now. I just had to take it out and put it back in, so there's some side panels missing and some parts taken off of it and stuff, but I'm actually putting on a third remote valve on the back. It had two to start with, and I had everything to put a third one on it. So I'm doing that, and I'm also putting on a free flow return port coupling or whatever on there too. So I'm working at that. I put new park and brake cables on it because the other ones were froze up. Pretty much the park and brake was sticking on it, so I put new cables on it. I got to finish my wiring for the lights and install the lights on the cab and this light on the fender. I'm not sure if it's going to stay right now or not. I like to get an actual plow light for that, but yeah, I haven't found the right one yet. And the beacons on top, I got to wire them up too. So I'm working on that a little bit. And there's a issue with the exhaust. There's a little piece that goes on top of the manifold where the muffler slides into. I have to replace that as well, and I'm probably going to put a new muffler on it. As you can see, it's got the straight pipe on it right now, but that's actually for the 1394. So it only fits because it's been hacked up. Not the pipe, the manifold part. So working on that. Anyway, today's video is actually going to be about spreading manure. So let's get started at that. How about a 5.9 Cummins cold start? Oh, the seat's on the floor, of course. Oh. Alright, let's see. There's no preheat on this or anything. Nothing starts quite as good as the Cummins. I just had to take that off the generator, or take the generator off it, whatever way you want to look at it. We just left it on the generator through the winter. I mean, that one starts the best, obviously, and just easier to get out if we needed it, which we have. So yeah, this is the 6710 AGCO White. This is the tractor we use to spread manure, probably more than any other one. We did use the 6280 a bit last year, but this one's going back on the spreader again this year. So I'm just heading over in the white to hook the manure spreader onto it. This tractor, we didn't use it last year, I think mostly because the tires are pretty well shot on it. The front ones aren't too bad, like they're probably, I don't know, 10, 15, 20%-ish maybe at the most. But the back ones are pretty much done. And the 6280 is a little bit bigger than this tractor actually, but it's got, you know, new tires on it all around as well, so, or at least good tires all around. So that was kind of the tractor of choice there. But we got some snow coming here in the forecast, and the 6280 is currently set up with all the snow gear on it. We don't really want to take it all off just yet, so 6710 is going on the spreader. Yeah, we're hoping to put a new set of tires on this one this year, but you know how that goes, so we'll see what happens. Alright, so today is tomorrow, the day after the last day. You can see the pit here is pretty well right to the top of the wall, so that's why we're spreading so early. Got 375 on the pump. We did a little bit of restoration work on the pump, but never really finished it. And the weight is on the tanker, so everything's set up and ready to go here. We got a couple loads out yesterday. Well, we're heading out with a load, first one of the day. Well, I shouldn't even say a load, I guess. It's about half a load. Foam's up that bad. We're just spreading water, basically, just trying to lower the level in the pit so we can stir it. And it foams up real bad, so you end up with about half a load, and it's leaking out of the spreader like crazy, so even less than that by the time you get there, but whatever, it is what it is. Gotta get the pit down a little bit and get it stirred up, so anyway, off we go, I guess. So we spread manure for a couple days out on the fields, but obviously we got the pit down enough that we could safely stir it up. So Dad's at that right now with the 6280. Getting there. He worked at it a bit yesterday afternoon too, but he's at it here this morning. Shouldn't take too much longer to mix up and get the whole thing spinning, and it'll just chew it all up. So hopefully that'll be a lot better than spreading the basically just water that we've been spreading before, because it leaks like crazy out of the tanker. So yeah, a little bit of manure mixed in with it should make it a lot better. So anyway, I'll leave him to that. Well, I got that all cleaned up, as you can see, or you did see anyway. So I leave that there to dry for now. Dad's gone to get the 375 to put back on the manure pump, and we'll be back in business spreading again. I know I showed stirring it, but there it is, done. You can see there is still a few clumps left in it, but I mean, there's not much point in chasing them around. You can spend the rest of the day doing that. It's stirred up good enough. It'll get stirred again, you know, through the summer or whatever, and we have to spread again. So that's good enough. So like I said, I'm just waiting for Dad to come back with the 375 so we can put it back on the pump.